You know, a common misconception is that 3D computer graphics came after Pong, when they go back to at least the 1960s, possibly even earlier. Often in the form of only rendering something's outlines on a black background, being useful for conveying depth, which could come in handy for things like VR in the 1960s. Yeah, imagine wearing a VR helmet with CRTs. Don't worry, they put them on the sides of your head. By the early 1970s, the earliest known traditional online comparative first-person shooter was being played nationwide. It was this game Maze War that made me think about just how unsimple these graphics are. Because you have to determine the 3D object's line's form and at what angle they're being viewed from, to keep track of which lines to not show, when they're supposed to be behind a solid surface. And of course, by the 70s you already had first-person games like Escape that had solid colored surfaces. But many first-person games would release in 1980 that had that Akala Bef style of white lines on a black background.